Welcome to the Aroundtable. I'm your host, Steven, and thank you so much for tuning in. Rick Springfield has been one of my favorite rockers ever since I heard Jesse's Girl. I've been collecting most of his albums, and I heard that this year he's coming out with a greatest hits package. But this one is not like your traditional greatest hits package. This is going to deal with not his 80s heyday, but his latter day output. So basically, from 1999's Karma to 2022's Automatic. It's going to be featuring some collaborations and unreleased tracks, and I thought that was a great idea. It was released in February, consisting of 24 tracks. I'll read them off to you. So you have I'll Make You Happy, What's Victoria's Secret, The Man That Never Was, that's with the Foo Fighters, or some of the members of the Foo Fighters. Wide Awake, Our Ship's Sinking, Will I, Light This Party Up, Down, Beautiful You, Wasted, That One, Three Warning Shots, World Start Turning, the orchestra version, It's Always Something, The Voodoo House, Little Demon, that's a live version, Party at the Beach Bar, it's an unreleased single with Sammy Hagar, Venus in Overdrive, Who Killed Rock and Roll is an unreleased studio version, I Hate Myself, Exit Wound, Automatic, Lose Myself, which is a new track for this compilation, and a new version of Jesse's Girl. So, great song selection. I would have probably changed What's Victoria's Secret, put that as the opening track, because if people who are not used to or have not heard the latter day material from Rick Springfield, it rocks a lot harder than his 80s stuff. So What's Victoria's Secret, I think, is a little bit more pop rock, and would bring the listener in who's unfamiliar with his latter day material. So that would have been my first thing. Put that as the first song, let people get hooked with and go, oh, it's still like Rick Springfield. And then suddenly the other stuff, wham, with the rockers, and then okay, that's what I would have done. Also, I would have included the following tracks. I would have made this a double disc. You have from Karma, I would have picked Free, In Veronica's Head, An Act of Faith, Shock, Denial, Anger, and Acceptance. I would have put Perfect, then I Don't Want Anything From You, and Angels of the Disappeared. Venus in Overdrive, I would have added I'll Miss That Someday. Songs for the End of the World, I would have put Love Screws Me Up. Rocket Science, I would have put Miss Mayhem and Let Me In. Snake King, I would have put In the Land of the Blind. And then I would have put The Devil That You Know. And from Automatic, I would have included Heroes, Love Ain't Cool, Shoot You Up, and Make Your Move. But that's my choices. I'm sure everybody else has something they would have liked to add. Overall, great package. I like that they gave this certificate of authenticity. It makes it look like it's an official purchase. You scan this and it brings you to the website and you see the other artists and what else you can get. I thought that was a pretty neat idea. It looks really cool. I like the card. Like I said, I love Rick Springfield. I think he's most of his greatest hits package deal with his 80s heyday, you want to say, and might include a new track or an unreleased track off an album, or maybe one track off his latest release to show that he's still around or what he's up to. I like that they actually delved into his latter day career because he has some exciting albums. I really like what he's done lately. I like these, did a blues album, did a country album, did a pop rock album, did retro 80s record. He's jumped a lot of genres. I really enjoyed that aspect that he didn't stick to the same formula. It's still the catchy choruses, big ideas in a 3-minute song. He hasn't changed that aspect, but that he's willing to jump every once in a while. I thought that was great. So I'm glad he did this. This is, if you haven't heard Rick Springfield lately or his latter day material, this is a perfect package to start with. Of course, diehard fans, there are some songs we all would add on, and I'm no different. I listed the ones I would love to hear if you would have added anything or taken anything off. Love to hear from you. This is Steven from the Roundtable with my initial thoughts of Rick Springfield's Greatest Hits Vol.2. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys.